Hey everybody, so I told y'all it was coming. It is testimony time. So for any of you guys that saw my photo a little bit earlier regarding my blowout, I'm giving y'all time to come on in because y'all, and I'm outside and it's windy, and so I might be a little loud, I might be a little rambunctious, but I don't care, because when God says he will do it for you, he will do it for you. He is not playing about that thing. He does not lie. He is not a man that he should lie. Y'all, I told y'all that testimony time was coming. Testimony time just came. I'm waiting for a couple of people to get on in here so I can tell y'all what just happened. But when I tell you, y'all, I'm trying not to shout. When I tell you that God will do what he says that he will do if you just remain faithful, I promise you that he will. I promise you. Oh God, I promise you that he will. I promise you that he will. I can't even hardly compose myself. I couldn't even get home. I had to pull over. I had to pull over and have me a praise break. Y'all don't understand. You don't know what I've been going through. You don't know the struggles I've been going through. You don't know the days I've wanted to give up, that I've just kept going, because Galatians 6:9 says that if you just keep going, don't get weary in your well-doing, but if you just keep going, that at the right time that God will reward you and you'll receive the harvest of your hard work, of your suffering, of your faithfulness to God in your difficult seasons. And so I just can't even contain the awesomeness of my testimony, because when I got up this morning, I didn't see it coming. I'm gonna go ahead and start telling y'all what happened. I have needed on my vehicle for over a year. I've been struggling so hard that I haven't even been able to get my car fixed for over a year. For over a year, I have needed 3 new tires on my car. Now that sounds like something so small, but when you're struggling and you can barely take care of yourself, 3 new tires on your car is a difficult thing to do when you're behind on everything. I needed 3 new tires. My tag is out. My tag been out for over a year because my car cannot pass inspection. My car can't pass inspection. So I want y'all to remember, and I want y'all to hear me when I say that for over a year, my car has not been able to pass inspection. I needed 3 new tires. Hear me say 3 new tires, right? I'm leaving work. Had no idea what was going on. Get in my car, start driving down the street. A man on my left says, "Ma'am, your tire is flat." I'm like, why, God? Why? You know everything I'm going through. Why, God? Why? But I'm gonna trust you, and I'm gonna putt down this street, and wherever I stop is where I'm gonna stop, God. I'm putting down the street, y'all. God said, I need you to take a right turn. I said, God, if I take a right turn, my tire is messed up. What am I gonna do? God said, take a right turn. So I took a right turn, ended up in a parking lot with a grocery store and a couple of other places, right? So I'm like, okay, God, I don't know what you want me to do, but I'm gonna start trying to take this tire off and put my donut on. My donut was flat, y'all. I couldn't even get the donut on my car. Couldn't get the donut on my car. Keep in mind, I needed 3 new tires. I didn't say 1. I said 3. I said I needed 3 tires. I've been trying to figure out for a long time how I was gonna get the money to get these 3 tires when I can barely pay my bills, y'all. Woo! This man came running over there to me from across the parking lot. I hadn't said nothing to nobody. Man from across the parking lot come running over to me. He said, "Ma'am, you need some help?" I said, "Yes, sir." In my head, I'm thinking, what is he gonna be able to help me do but keep me company? Well, God, thank you for that. If all I got is company while I sit here with a flat tire, thank you for that. Out of nowhere, a young lady from down the parking lot that I did not see saw me and this man, came over. She had an electronic pump. Couldn't even air my tire up. My tire had a slit in it. I said a slit in it. Now, had I not stopped and turned right where God told me to go right, I would have got down the street and got in an accident because my tire was so messed up. Keep in mind, I needed 3 new tires. Been trying to figure out for a year where I was gonna come up with 3 new tires, y'all. The young lady runs up. She tries to air up the tire. It won't work. We done got 1 tire out the car. The man said, "Ma'am, where you headed to?" I said, "I left work. I'm headed home." He said, "Give me a few minutes. Let me see what I can do." He said, "But before I do that, let me pray." Oh, he said, "Before I do that, let me pray for you." I said, "Okay, sir." He prayed for me. I said, "Lord, It's in your hands from here. He said, you know, I'm going to pray over your car right now, and I'm going to pray over you, and I'm going to pray over your life, and I'm going to believe that God is going to give us the resources today to fix not one of your problems, but to fix all of your problems. Hey, so by the time that man got off the phone, he came back to me. He said, darling, don't worry about it. Give me the old tire and I'll be right back. I gave him my old tire. This man came back with a whole brand new tire. Keep in mind, I needed 3 new tires, y'all. Keep in mind, I needed 3 new tires. He comes back with 1 good tire. He said, get in your car and follow me. Oh, I said, where we going, sir? He said, don't worry about it. Just follow me. I got in my car, followed that man. We ended up at a Firestone. I got every new tire I needed on my car. Every new tire. He said, when we leave here, I want you to follow me again. We got down the street, that man filled my gas tank up. I had no gas. I had no gas in my car. I had no gas in my car. I left work on E, y'all. I left work on E with 3 bad tires. I've been trying to figure out how I was gonna get 3 new tires for a year, y'all, for a year. What I thought was an inconvenience, what I thought was a mess, was a miracle, because for a year, y'all don't know what I've been going through. You don't know how I've been fighting. You don't know the days I wanted to give up. For a year, I've been fighting. For a year, God said, keep going. For a year, he said, just trust me, don't give up. For a year, I've been crying every day on my way to work. For a year, I've been fighting. For a year, when I said I wanted to give up, God said, keep going. For a year, God, I don't know what I'm gonna do. How am I gonna get my car fixed? God, how am I gonna pay my rent? How am I gonna get groceries, God? How am I gonna get gas? And now, God, I'm stuck on the side of the road with my car messed up, God. He said, take a right turn. I got it from there. Take a right turn. I got it from there. I took a right turn. A man said, do you need help? I said, yes, sir. A woman came up. She said, do you need help? I said, yes, ma'am. Between the 2 of them, I got every tire I needed on my car, every tire I needed on my car, a full tank of gas, and that still wasn't enough. He said, what else do you need, baby girl? What else can I help you with? God has blessed me so much, all I want to do is bless somebody back. You got every tire you need on your car. I'm gonna fill your tank up. What else do you need, baby girl? I said, I don't even know what else to ask for at this point. He said, do you have food in your house? I said, no, sir. This man gave me $100 for groceries to get food in my house. A man I didn't even know. He said, baby girl, had it not been for God, you wouldn't have taken a right turn, and you wouldn't have ended up right here in this parking lot where I was getting a haircut that I was supposed to get on Monday, but for some reason I had to reschedule it for today. He said God needed me to reschedule that appointment to be in this parking lot for you today, to be in this parking lot for you today, to be in this parking lot for you today, to meet the needs that you had, to meet the needs that you had to be met. So he was in my parking lot. Y'all, my mess became my miracle. I left work thinking, God, how can something else possibly be going wrong? God said, make a right turn. I know you just got off and it's Friday. I know you're ready to get home because you're tired. I know you're mad because now you're tired on went out on you. But make a right turn. Make a right turn. Make a right turn. And I made a right turn. In 1 hour, my mess became my miracle. In 1 hour, what I've been trying to do for my car for a year, a stranger did for me. And at the end of it all, he said, God's children, this is what we do for one another. I don't want nothing back. I don't need nothing back. My father told me to do it and I did it for you. And I was at the end of my rope last night and I was so tired. And I told God I needed something because I was at the end. I didn't know what else to do. And I was frustrated and I needed a miracle. And I told God, you got to do something for me. You got to show me that you see me. me. You gotta show me that you know what's going on. You gotta show me, God. You gotta show me. And on my way home from work, when I thought it was an inconvenience, my inconvenience was my miracle. My inconvenience was my miracle. So I want to tell you, if you're at the end, and you don't know if you can keep on making it, and you don't know if you can keep on going, God is working it out. I know you might be tired. I know it might feel like it's been too long. I know you might feel like it's an inconvenience, but he's on the way with a right turn. He's on the way with a right turn for you too. He's on the way with a right turn for you too. He did it for me and he'll do it for you. A year I've been trying to figure out, God, how am I gonna get my car taken care of? I left work with a blowout. My blowout was my miracle. My blowout was my deliverance. My blowout was my blessing. I pulled up in the parking lot not knowing why I made a right turn. Two strangers ran out to me. They began to doctor on my tires and they could not fix it. They began to figure out, is it a hole? Is it a nail? What's going on? God said, I got one better for you. You thought it was a blowout, but I got 3 new tires. I got the 3 new tires that you've been needing for a year in the hands of a stranger. I got your whole entire breakthrough in the hands of a stranger. And had I not took that right turn, had I been mad at God because yet another thing was going wrong with my car, yet another thing was wrong with my life, I would have missed my breakthrough. Had I given up, I would have missed my breakthrough. The Bible says, I've been young and I've been old, but never have I seen the righteous forsaken. Never have I seen the righteous forsaken. Never ever have I seen the righteous forsaken. And I left work thinking, God, why do I have a blowout? Why is it another thing going wrong in my life? I don't even know the answer, but I'm gonna trust you anyway. God said, make this right turn, because I got a stranger who got a haircut today waiting in the parking lot to help you. This man came out. I got 3 new tires on my car. Not one issue solved, but 5. I got 3 new tires on the car I ain't been able to get fixed for over a year. I got a tank full of gas when I was driving home on E. I got groceries in my house that I didn't know how I was gonna get. So if you're at the end, call out on God and let him know you need a miracle. Let him know you're at the end. Let him know you're tired and you don't know how you're gonna do it, because I promise you, your miracle is on the way. I left my house this morning not thinking anything was gonna change. I left my house this morning saying, God, just thank you that I'm here today. Thank you for my job. Thank you that I'm breathing. Thank you that I can get back and forth to work. And I left my job with a blowout. I'm making it home with 3 new tires, with a tank full of gas, with groceries for my house. And I just want to thank God for being such a good and loving God. So if you're at the end, I promise your breakthrough is coming. Your breakthrough is coming. Your breakthrough is coming. I have fought for a year and I said, Lord, I'm tired, but I'm gonna keep pushing. Getting up every day saying, God, I don't see the breakthrough. I don't know when it's gonna happen. I just know you're working. So I just know that I'm gonna keep on fighting because you're working. And today, on a Friday that I thought was just like every other Friday, it wasn't like every other Friday. And I promise y'all, if he did it for me, he'll do it for you too. I love y'all, and I just want you to know God is real. God is working. You may not see it, but I promise you that he is.